Outcry over President Trump's immigration policies tonight. State Democrats say Republicans are pushing to expand the federal government's ability to deport immigrants by using local law enforcement.
But as Fox 10's Ashlie Rodriguez reports, these deportations are targeted with a specific purpose. Ashlie.
Yeah, so the feds say that collaboration with local law enforcement is always welcome. It always helps. But they add that these agents aren't going into homes and dragging out mothers and their children. They're going after bad guys, guys with serious criminal history, the same guys that many of these immigrants are fleeing from in their homeland. A press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office proudly announces in big, bold letters the Justice Department has arrested hundreds of undocumented immigrants, with 565 people being charged in Arizona in just the past 2 weeks. It's news like that that scares state Democrats and their base, who rallied in front of the state capitol Monday.
Cities and states should instead focus on serving their own residents instead of working for ICE and advancing Trump's cruel, inhumane mass deportation agenda. There's no room for it in Arizona.
But according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the deportations are not en masse.
We're doing the same work we've been doing the last 4 years.
What's changed under President Trump is a new surge in funding and resources that allows ICE and Border Patrol to spend more time targeting the big fish, the bad actors, and the serious criminals.
Most aliens, if you look at all the stats, they're committing crime at a lower rate than the United States citizens. But for those few who are here abusing the American dream, we need to protect the rest of the community from them.
People like Edwin Santiago Marquez Flores, recently arrested in Arizona for making over $1 million helping to inhumanely smuggle 1,000 people into the U.S. while selling 50 firearms and cocaine while he was at it. Or Alfonso Garcia Vega. He snuck into the country and racked up a criminal history including DUIs, assault, and drug trafficking. He was deported, but then snuck in again. Now the U.S. Attorney admits the bulk of the 500 arrests are people who are caught in real time crossing the border illegally. But they're not the priority, nor are the families just looking for a better life. Democrats, though, are skeptical and don't trust Trump.
Instead, we should be passing legislation that helps asylum seekers and immigrants have a clear pathway to citizenship in the United States.
And look, it's not like undocumented immigrants don't have anything to be afraid of. The U.S. Attorney told me that at some point they're going to be able to arrest most, if not all, of the criminal undocumented immigrants. And when they arrest and deport all of them, who knows who they're going to go after next. But at this point in time, right now, these raids are targeting criminal aliens. We'll send it back to you in the studio.